Farming is a family business. Families work together, thrive together, succeed together. And when tough times come, they come for the whole family. No family understands this better than the Beck family, who knows that sometimes the thing a farm family needs most is a break. Time to be together, to laugh together, a day off to get ready for what comes next. The Beck's Day Ever. In July of 2021, the Berget family of southwest Wisconsin suffered a terrible loss. 38-year-old Scott Berget was a beloved son, brother, uncle, and friend.
It was a Tuesday night, and he had talked to many. I had seen him that day. We all seen him that day.
I talked to him about
he was fine. He was
7:30, 8 o'clock.
Totally healthy. Nothing wrong with him. Yeah. Nothing wrong with him. And he was fit and trim. So when you're 38 and you feel good and you look good, why do you go to the doctor, right? Yeah, why do you go? Because there was nothing wrong with him. And he just died in the middle of the night. It was 12:15 in the morning, and we're sound asleep, and it was Melissa, and she finally got it through my head. Judy, he's not breathing. So I screamed, and he screamed, and we took off. And it was the worst nightmare ever. But it's not a nightmare.
Scott grew up in Wyota, Wisconsin, where he farmed on Berget Family Farms and Silver Creek Family Farms, where he was a co-owner.
I'm Mike Berget.
And I'm Judy Berget. We have 4 children, and Scotty is our baby boy. He was number 3. Scott and Matt are only 17 months apart. So when they were little ones, we were really very busy. Scott grew up into such a great young man, and there's his ornament, the little guy right there. And that was hard when I put that Christmas tree up this year. I knew it'd be hard when I put that Christmas ornament up, but
it's like party of gone, but you got to go on. If you believe in God, that's what you got to have faith that it was His, His plan. That was His plan, and I mean it's beyond our power.
Scott took great pride in his family and farm, but his favorite people on this earth were his nieces and nephews. Scott cherished the time he spent with them and made sure they each knew how much he loved them.
I would call Scott very carefree. Life wasn't big enough for Scott. He always wanted to be doing something, and it always fun. If there was a party to go to, he'd be there with his uncles, which I'd be one of them, of course. Just enjoying life, seeing people. Scott liked to stop any place if he was going to see somebody, meet somebody new. Everybody knew Scott.
He was the type of guy that could literally cheer you up when you were having your worst days. He was just such a bubbly guy, great guy to be around, and is just such a good person.
I'd say his family was everything. He was so close to his mom and his dad. Him and his youngest sister were really close. When they were first out of high school, they kind of lived in the same place and always doing fun stuff together and having a good time. Him and Matt were always close. Scott and Melissa met like a year and a half ago, and ever since then, Scott and Melissa fell in love, and they were having a great time. And I think they were pretty close to buying a house together, which actually was supposed to be the following week before everything went south.
I remember Matt and Scott, probably most when they came down for the Badgers played in the Big Ten tourney a few years ago. And of course, it wasn't the greatest night for the Badgers, but nevertheless, we had a great time, and Scott was always the life of the party. We just related to people like that, and so when we heard about the situation, why it just was natural that we got to do what we can do, and we got to show our concern, because that's what we are.
When we heard this story, the thing that we heard about the Berget family was the impact that they have on their community and on the people around them. And when you look at the Beck family and Beck's hybrids, that's who we are as a company. That's who the family is. This is a pretty special opportunity to meet this family and share in one of their darkest times. Looking forward to just giving them a hug and telling them that we're here for them.
Just before Christmas, the Beck's Day Ever team surprised the Berget family with a special weekend away to celebrate Scott's life and legacy.
Hey, Brian. Come on out. How you doing?
Good.
Remember when I said the Farm Journal was stopping by?
Yeah.
We got more visitors than that today. Got a little surprise for you here.
How are you?
You remember Sonny?
See ya. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, so great to see you. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
Bethany. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I am Sonny. Hi. We are so happy to be able to come up and just celebrate the life of Scott. And it's just when we heard about it last summer, it just was devastating to us as well as you. We just want to show our love for you and your family, and also we understand that you used to organize a lot of trips up to the Wisconsin Dells maybe for the family, and you kind of kept the family together with doing that, and that was such a great thing. We want to give you this little gift, and that little gift would be for you to be able to take all of your family up there for a weekend, first part of January, and you can celebrate again the memories, and that's what we can celebrate, some memories of the people that we love that we have lost.
God said, I need somebody who'd bail a family together with the soft, strong bonds of Sherry, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer. These words are a testament to man Scott was, even in the most challenging of times. Farming is a family business, one full of challenges and opportunities, prosperity and woes. As a family of farmers ourselves, we know all too well that this life is full of extremes, and we do our best to embrace the lows as much as the highs. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. We must always remember our God is great, and He has a reason and plan for everything.
He was very special, and I don't even know if words can even include or like how much he means to so many people, but to me and my kids, they miss him.
I remember you said, because I didn't know this till after you passed, that you said early on in your relationship, Scotty said, I'll be your angel if you'll be mine. Not knowing, I'll be your angel if you'll be mine.
Yep. That's why I have my ring. That's what it says. And I have that as I just know that he was with us always. And there's nothing that's ever going to take that away from us.
I was lucky enough, I worked with my brother every day. You know, we were business partners, worked side by side. Some days we fought like brothers, you know, because we were brothers. But then, like we always said to your family, you could tell your brother off, but then 2 minutes later, you're back to normal conversation, and it was just, everything was normal. After him passing away this early, you realize how lucky you were to be able to work side by side with your brother.
I miss him most just as that big brother who was there for anything. He was always the guy that checked my tires on my truck without me asking. It's all the little things he did, and he did that for a lot of people. He made everybody realize in his own ways that he cared deeply about you.
When someone that you love so hard goes to heaven, you are less afraid for yourself of having it happen to you, or even a child, and you know that there will be family, friends up there greeting them. We were so close, we see each other about every day. He's with us every day. You can have that confidence, like if you feel alone, you're not. He's with us, and that's what helps.
I just really want to share this. Mother's Day. just this past Mother's Day. Here he comes, quietly put this yellow piece of paper, on the table.
Legal pad.
And it said, Dear Mom, thank you for everything you've done in my life. Maybe I haven't been the perfect child, but the big smiley face, but I've tried. I know you and Dad have struggled in the past to make ends meet, but we've done it. And thank you so much. I wouldn't be in the great place that I am without you and Dad. Happy Mother's Day. Love, Scott. And I put it in a nice place. July 7th, I brought it out and I said, look what Scotty wrote. Just like it was all coming down the pike. Just like it was all like, okay, things were going to, it was coming.
It's a signal.
Yeah.
Beck's day with the Berget family was an emotional one, filled with laughter and tears, and endless stories and memories of Scott.
What do you think?
This was my Beck's day ever. It was a pretty amazing day to be a part of this family. Scotty is someone that has left an impact on his family. So to hear about him and to learn about his story was pretty special. One of my favorite memories, when you walk into Judy and Mike's house, you see pictures everywhere. And they're framed, sitting on tables, they're on walls. There's not much free space. And you can tell that Judy loves her people. And there was a lot of love today. It was a really neat thing to be a part of it.
This is a family. It's really a family. I mean, you can tell that they really work together, play together. But I enjoyed talking with all of the younger kids because they all breathe family. They all just know they were working together, and so we understand the impact when someone's taken away from them. But they're going to recover. They're going to play through it because they got each other.
We hope that their time in Wisconsin is amazing. At the Wisconsin Dells, we hope it's pretty special that they feel Scotty's presence. We know they're gonna get through this. So, and he will always be a part of the family.
Over the first weekend in January, the entire Berget family headed off to Wisconsin Dells, one of Scott's favorite places from his childhood, and spent 3 cherished days together, celebrating Scott's life and legacy.